welcome to the video. Today I'll be taking you through how to make your very own boob macrame hanging. In your kit you'll find a wooden dowel, 20 pieces of pre-cut macrame cord and a shorter piece of macrame cord that you'll later use to hang up your beautiful creation. We're going to focus on one boob at a time. So to start, we're going to separate our pile into two, counting 10 pieces. With those 10 pieces, we're now going to cast each of them onto the wooden dowel. So you're going to fold each piece in half and with the loop end go underneath the wooden dowel and pull the rest of the cord through it. Fold each piece in half. With the loop end go underneath the wooden dowel and pull the rest of the cord through it. Once you've cast on your 10th piece, turn the whole thing over. This is the front of your piece, and to make things easier we're going to push apart the two end pieces either side just so that they don't get in our way. And now we're going to focus on the two middle cords. So this is your piece and you can decide where you want to start your boobs. And once you have, we are going to create our very first square knot. So taking the very right piece over the two middle pieces, and your left piece goes underneath the two middle pieces like so and through the loop. So now with your new left piece, you're going to take it over the two middle and your new right piece goes underneath the two middle through the loop like so. You've just done your very first square knot. We're now going to create a triangular shape. So taking the two right cords of the square knot you've just done and the two cords on the right next to it, we're going to create another square knot. So take the right over the two middle, the left underneath the two middle, through the loop, and the new left cord goes over the two middle, and the new right goes underneath the two middle through the loop. And now we're going to carry on with this sort of staircase effect and create another square knot underneath. So take the right cord of the square knot you've just done and the two cords next to it, going over the two middle with the right, left goes underneath the two middle through the loop, and your new left cord goes over the two middle and your new right cord goes underneath the two middle and through that loop. So that is the first half of the triangle shape done. Now focusing on the left side of the triangle shape, we're going to use the left cords of the original square knot that we did with the two cords next to those, right over the two middle, left underneath the two middle through the loop, your new left goes over the two middle and the new right goes underneath the two middle through the loop. And again, we're going to create this staircase effect. So using the two left cords on the square knot we've just done and the two cords on the left of those. Going right over the middle, left under the middle, through the loop, and the new left goes over the two middle and the new right goes underneath the two middle through the loop. As you're doing this, just be wary of the tension of those lines, just to keep them nice and taut. I'm going to bring all of the cords back together for the next bit. So now we're going to create the nipples. So take these two middle pieces here, right in the middle, bring them together about 3 inches long and twist them together. And once the whole line is twisted, you're going to wrap it all into a kind of like a snail shell ball and push the end through. Not all the way, just the tip of it. And again, this is your piece, so you can make them however big or however small you see fit. And now we're going to focus on the bottom part of our triangle shape, using these 4 cords here, going right over the 2 middle, left underneath the 2 middle, through the loop, the new left goes over the 2 middle, and the new right goes underneath the 2 middle through the loop. So we're just mirroring what we've already done above. And again, coming over to this side, right over the 2 middle, left underneath the 2 middle, through the loop, new left goes over the 2 middle, and new right goes underneath the 2 middle and through the loop. So now with these 4 remaining cords, they are going to be our final square knot. So going over the 2 middle from the right, left goes underneath the 2 middle, through the loop, and our new left goes over the 2 middle, and our new right goes underneath the 2 middle, like so. The next step is to create the boob shape. So you're going to take the very first cord on your left and tie each piece onto it twice, tying it on like so. This is where you get to decide how high you want your boob to start. So I'm doing mine in line with this square knot here, and then I'm tying it on again to secure that knot. Moving on to the next one, tying it on, bringing it up to the previous knots, and then tying on again to secure it. Tying on a knot, tying on again to secure it. And you're going to do this with every single piece, following that boob triangular shape. The very last piece of cord doesn't get tied on, you just leave it as is. That's the first boob done. So now focusing on the second boob, we're going to use the exact same techniques. So turn the whole thing over, and with the remaining cords that we put aside earlier, you're going to fold each piece in half, and with the loop end go underneath the wooden dowel and pull the rest of the cord through. Folding it in half, underneath the wooden dowel, pulling the rest of it through. Once you've cast on the rest of the cords, you're going to turn the whole thing over, so we're now looking at the front. And as we did before, we're going to push apart the two end pieces on either side, just so that they're not in our way, and we're going to focus on these 4 cords. We've got our first boob to use as a mirror, so we're going to jump into our first square knot. Right goes over the 2 middle, left goes underneath the 2 middle, through the loop, the new left goes over the 2 middle, and the new right goes underneath the 2 middle, through the loop. And just as we did before, we are going to create this triangular shape, focusing on the right, so using the 2 right pieces of the square knot we've just done and the 2 cords next to it. Right goes over the 2 middle, left goes underneath the 2 middle, through the loop, new left goes over the 2 middle, new right goes underneath the 2 middle, and through the loop. So again, we're creating this staircase effect, and we'll be doing one more using the 2 right pieces of the ones we've just done and the 2 cords next to it. So that is the right side of the triangle done, and we're going to do the exact same thing on the left side, but this time using the 2 left cords of the square knots we've just done and the 2 cords on the left of it. We're now going to create the second nipple. So bring these 2 cords together into a loop of roughly 3 inches long and twist them together. Once the whole line is twisted, you're then going to wrap them into a snail shell shape, pushing the tip through. There you go, that's done. And now we're going to carry on with the bottom part of this triangular shape, mirroring exactly what we've done above. So taking the 2 right cords of the square knot and then the 2 right cords next to it, going right over the 2 middle, left going underneath the 2 middle, through the loop, new left goes over, and the new right goes under and through the loop. And then doing that again on the other side. Going over the 2 with the right, under the 2 with the left, through the loop. New left goes over the 2, and new right goes under the 2. And then with these 4 remaining cords, you're going to create the very last square knot. Now we're going to focus on creating the boob shape for the second boob. Using the very right cord, you're going to tie each cord on twice. Again, mirroring the first one. So tying it on, bringing it up to the top square knot, and then tying it on again to secure it. tying it on, bringing up to the previous ones, tying it on again to secure it. And again, you're going to do this with every single piece, tying on twice, following that boob shape. Like we did with the left side, leave this end cord as it is, do not tie it on. And now you can start bringing all of the cord pieces into the middle of the wooden dowel. Don't worry if yours doesn't look perfectly symmetrical, natural boobs don't. So this piece is as unique as you are. If you want to, you can start cutting the edge of your piece so that the ends are nice and straight, or if you really like the fact that some pieces are shorter than others, then keep it however you wish. Thank you so much for purchasing this kit. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I did putting it together. I'll be running this until the 31st of October, which is the last day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Together we'll make a huge difference to every person who is and will be affected by breast cancer. Thanks again for watching and have a great day. Bye!